Welcome back. LT Volk here with episode 32 of the Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough. In this episode, we're gonna head out into the Shadow-Cursed lands and see what we can find there. But first, there is one NPC I wanna talk to and find out what happened to her man. And of course, I'm talking about Bex, who is right there. If you recall, she and her husband were talking in the grove about what kind of house they would get.
Please, I just want to be alone.
I remember you. Bex, right? Where's your man?
Gone. Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away, but my love, Dennis, Martin Dor, Roshan.
How did you manage to get away?
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not unless you can bring him back. Can you?
I'll do my best to find him, but I can't promise anything.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me.
Alrighty,
I can't.
and there we go.
I can't.
And hopefully we can reunite the two lovebirds.
I wish we'd gear up and head out.
And up here we've got the Harpers preparing for the ambush.
Got to have a plan first.
And I think we are gonna
I don't
definitely do it this episode, but we're gonna take a short detour.
You mean to reach Moonrise, and I've orders to help you. The path to the towers is drenched in blackness so deep even a torch cannot quell it. Yet the cultists have found a way to move freely. Whatever this method, you must claim it. A cultist convoy crosses the land as we speak. I've readied an ambush. Say the word, and we fly.
Go on ahead. I'll catch up.
As you say, I'll mark your map with the rendezvous point. Don't be long. Our window of chance will close all too quickly.
Alrighty guys, you go on and charge ahead. We're gonna take a short detour to take on a big monster. Just because it's there. Yep. I think it's this area. Yes it is. So this is the Shadow-Cursed Shambling Mound, which is a pretty dangerous enemy on Tactician.
Spot for an ambush.
And let's see if it's got a legendary action as well. Ah, legendary action. There we go. If creature ends in its turn within 5 meters of Shambling Mound, it will take 3 to 30 necrotic damage and possibly get entangled. Alright, so definitely don't want to be close to it. And let's see if we can all hide.
Out of you.
No. I think Shadow hard because she's got this
Whatever comes.
Blood of Lathander.
Is that blood?
It causes the rest of the party to lose their hide.
Looking shadow.
Alright, so my character is gonna back up a little bit. And we'll do the old reliable trick. Actually, let's move around to a better position. Because it happened to me on one of the Githyanki fights where I tried to cast the minor illusion out of line of sight, and my character moved right out of the shadow. Alright, And now we're gonna go into the turn-based mode and drop Hunger of Hadar right on top of these creatures. Sounds good. Karlach's gonna back up a little bit and try and throw her pike at one of the enemies. Actually, let me check something first. Piercing immunity. Oh, that's not good. Wish I could have seen it before. So necrotic resistance, fire resistance, cold resistance, lightning immunity. Ugh. That might be a problem. Alright. Gale. Why don't you fire off your level 2 magic missile into this shadow cursed vine blight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Joins the battle. Now it's Karlach's turn. And she's gonna throw her pike at this shadow cursed vine blight as well. Does some pretty nice damage. And now she's gonna frenzy. Throw another pike. Hopefully it hits. No, actually misses. And now we're gonna back up quite a bit. And the reason we're doing it is on tactician at least. This guy had like an attack that's kind of like a whip. That if it hits you, it pulls you close to it. And we saw that this aura is pretty nasty. We definitely don't want to stick in it. And let's see, what are we going to do here? I think just going to start dropping some of these glyphs of warding. So lightning is no good, fire is not good. I don't know what the detonation is. Acid, possibly. But I think we're just gonna use the thunder glyph right here.
Another day, another fight.
There we go. Did some damage. And now I'm gonna fire off. Too dark, huh? On this shadow cursed vine blight. And then try and back up.
Swords meet sorcery.
Alright, Gale, you back up as well.
Act fast.
Shadowheart. Maybe cast this Resilient Sphere. No. Shadowheart is too far. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. Cast Sanctuary on my character. And then we're gonna drop this Guardian of Faith. And then back up some more. Yeah, definitely don't want to be in the melee range or close enough to this Shadow Curse Shambling Mound. And turn. Now we have a whole bunch of Needle Blades coming in. Taking some damage from Hunger of Hadar as well. And Spirit Guardian's doing some decent damage. Spirit Guardian got killed now. Which is unfortunate, but I think we should be alright still. Alrighty, what can we do here? Let me see what kind of consumables I got. Just because. Yeah. Alright, I think I'll just cast another glyph of warding. Thunder. Right down here to hit all of these enemies. Nice! Very good. Alright. That worked
yes.
much better than I expected. So now Shadowheart. Karlach's gonna finish off this cursed Harper. Get a little bit closer. And hopefully too dark and low ground, huh? Alright, get closer. Try. Nope. Well, we'll try it anyways, even though it's a low chance to hit. Karlach's got like 3 attacks. That one missed. This one hopefully is gonna hit. Nope. Well, that's not good, but also not terrible.
Still on my feet.
3 Rungan and all that. And my character is just gonna Misty Step back. There we go. Yeah, I'll finally use the Misty Step in combat and end turn.
Dice roll in my favor.
Gale. Get a little bit closer. Fire off your level 2 magic missile. All of them going into the Shadow Curse Shambling Mound. And it is immune to lightning, huh?
It shall be done.
Which is fine. Back up.
Talk to me.
And let's summon a spiritual weapon right up here. And hopefully the Shadow Curse Mound will try and grab it instead of like Karlach or something. And go ahead and prepare your Produce Flame. And end turn. Hunger of Hadar, dealing some pretty decent damage. And this guy still got 122 HP.
What now?
Huh. Let's see what we can do here. Dissonant Whispers, possibly. Yeah, we're gonna try to use Dissonant Whispers on this big boss. Need to roll a 6 to succeed, so I don't think we're gonna do that just because it's not high enough chance. Fire off offhand bow,
You first.
and then fall back and turn. Karlach, start throwing. Let's see if we can prone. Nope. Missed. I'll keep throwing. One of these gotta hurt, as Karlach misses all 6 attacks in a row. Well, did a measly 2 damage there, because it is resistant to piercing damage. Alright. But she still did a pretty good job clearing out the ads. Alright.
Keep fighting.
Shadowheart, why don't you cast Sanctuary on my character? Fire off your guiding bolts. Maybe move a little bit closer, rather. And fire your low chance Radiant Orb or Guiding Bolt
Got to press on.
at the mound. Alright, just back up.
The last ball.
I think Gale is gonna be the one doing majority of the damage to this boss. Get a little bit closer. A little bit closer. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly but surely. Now back up.
King 5.
And the spiritual weapon's just gonna hang out here. And then turn. And both enemies are out of the hunger of the Dar now.
Another fight.
So
Let's
I
go.
think we can use the concentrated blast here. 6 to 36 damage. Right on the Shadow Cursed Shambling Mound. Say that 3 times fast. And now let's try and frighten it. They rolled a 16. Alright, so we need to roll a 2. We'll try to use cutting words to make sure my spell hits. Placenta musk. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think my character is just gonna hang around here for now. Shadowheart is out of spell slots, which is not great. But let's see, 79 health.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Gale. Man, I really should have like long rested before this fight. Didn't realize that like half of my damage dealers wouldn't be actually able to do any damage, but here let's just use our level 2 magic missile. Just chipping away at the health. And back up.
Certainly. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
My character's also gonna continue backing up. So we're guiding this shambling mound just to prevent it from grabbing one of our characters and pulling them into the aura.
Alright, Karlach, it's go time.
Well, actually, do I have any other items to throw? Oh yeah, I do. This great club that Marcus dropped.
Want to do it?
Critical miss. Killing me. Killing me softly with your misses. Alright, she's gonna throw the loots now. Another critical miss. And throw this hand drum as well. There we go, that finally hit and did some damage. And turn.
Concentrate.
Shadowheart, what do I want you to do? Hit it with the Sacred Flame. There we go. It was actually able to hit. You know, our luck had to turn around somehow. Because, like, not half, but most of Karlach's 50% chance attacks missed. And let's see what's to do here. Alright, just continue casting Dissonant Whispers on the Shambling Mound. Keep it frightened so it cannot move, which is gonna keep us fairly safe. And now we can just take out this Vine Blight. And turn.
Baby.
Karlach, go ahead and
Got it.
throw your pike at the Needle Blight. Or Shadow Curse, Vine Blight rather. And now see if you can prone the big boss. Yes, she could. Very good.
Tale for the ages.
And Gale, just continue using your magic missile. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 26 health left. And turn.
Afford to let up.
Shadowheart, you got anything good? No, not really. Alright, just keep using the Sacred Flame on it.
No mercy.
Was able to save, but that's fine. And then turn. boss is frightened and
Gods, it's hot in here.
couldn't really do much. Which was the plan all along. Alright, try to prone it again. Ow. That's good. Finally. Although this 2 damage when it's supposed to be like 30 damage or 25 damage is really upsetting me.
Still breathing, despite everything.
My character's just gonna continue keeping it frightened. Hopefully. And I'm not even gonna fire off my offhand crossbow. Yeah, no, that's fine. Back up. And turn. Karlach, and turn. And Gale, fire off your level 1 magic missile. Would have been slightly easier if I remembered to use the arcane recovery charge, but I always tend to forget about them. And turn. And Shadowheart, just continue using your Sacred Flame. There we go. Fairly easy. Didn't take much damage. Or any damage at all. And the warding glyphs definitely did some great damage there. Alright. Karlach, grab the blob bag, the loot. And I think there was a drum in here as well. But
Still
maybe
breathing,
it broke.
despite everything.
It's alright. Ironwood club. I don't think we're gonna use it, but probably gonna definitely sell it later on. I don't think that made much sense at all. Definitely, probably, possibly gonna sell it. Alrighty. And after I'm done looting here, I think we're gonna take a long rest. Just because we're almost completely out of the spell slots for my casters. I mean, Shadowheart had to resort to using the cantrips for the last, portion of the fight. And my character only got like 3 level 2 spell slots. Which might be fine for some, but not for me. And here is a diary that we found. Some dude was like scouring the area for treasure and got attacked by these blights that we just fought. Alright, jump around and across. And this is self-immolation ring. 1d4 damage and you gain heat. I never really played around with the heat mechanic because in my opinion there are much better gear and equipment. Even like lightning charges are much better because a lot of enemies, especially on harder difficulties, are immune to fire. But anyways, let's take our long rest. Yes. And we might be able to talk to some peoples. Alright, Astarion.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're 2 souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition.
What do you mean, naive?
Just that you have a big heart. You like doing what's right. So I was thinking, what would be the right thing to do when we get to Moonrise Towers? When we come face to face with whoever is controlling the parasites in our heads?
To destroy the cult and end its evil forever.
Gods! Now try to think outside the box just a little. Consider the parasites in our skulls, and think how many others have the Mind Flayers infected. Hundreds. Thousands. And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
And how would we do that exactly?
I mean, I assume there's some device controlling these things, so we find that. Murder some people and, Look, I'm not a details person, all right? But turning up and causing chaos has worked for us so far. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil.
I'll consider it.
Do. It's not often the universe hands you something like this. We'd be fools to squander it. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic.
Alright. Starion, you're just a power-hungry little gremlin, aren't you? And Karlach is just hanging out here. Alright, Karlach, what you got to say?
Hey, soldier. I thought I might come visit you later, when everyone's asleep.
Of course. Nothing would make me happier.
Me too. See you later. I can't wait.
And here, one thing I need to do is grab a bottle of water and clean the blood off of Karlach for the scene.
Never a dull moment.
You know, the scene I'm talking about. They'll probably cut it out from the playthrough video and post it independently with age restrictions, because it's not really gratuitous, but there is some nudity in it. Yeah, there we go. Karlach, wash that blood off of yourself. And I think we're pretty much ready, right?
Maybe he'll bring us
let's
closer.
see.
Seek out the Drider, crush it like the vermin it is, and let the way to Moonrise open. We can't let the Absolute taint my father's mind. And we must find this captured devil. 2 missions, 1 destination.
The cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. Florix confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
I don't remember if we did this, but alright, let's just do it. Can we trust Floric?
I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
To Moonrise, then. We can't let the Absolute take Grand Duke Ravengard.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Alright, let's leave there.
Time to press ahead.
I don't think any other characters have much to say, but let's talk to them anyways. Gale.
How can I help?
You can't. And Lae'zel, what you got to say?
Speak. Quickly.
I guess nothing. Alright, let's sleep. Of course, my character's not gonna do much sleeping at all. Haha.
I think the others are asleep. Hi.
Hello, darling.
Since I met you, all I wanted was to be close to you. We're sure I won't hurt you, right?
Believe me, I can handle myself. And you.
May I test that theory?
Go on.
Say it loud. I'm yours, Karlach.
I'm yours, Karlach.
My name sounds so good in your mouth. I'd like to take you to bed now.
I thought you'd never ask.
Gods be damned. It's a good day to be alive.
There we go. And we also got another inspiration point for camping and sleeping, or taking a long rest in the Shadow Curse lands. Anyways, Karlach's got something to say now, so let's talk. Morning, not so sleepyhead.
Oh, God, sorry. I was in my own world. Hi. Hello, good morning. Sorry I didn't wait around this morning. I was just buzzing. Didn't want to wake you.
Did you sleep well last night?
Like the dead. The excruciatingly happy dead. Last night was incredible. This morning is incredible. Every moment with you is beyond belief. You still like me, right?
Of course I do. Never doubted.
And nothing bad is going to happen now.
If our record is anything to go by, there are plenty of disasters in our future. But we'll face them together.
In that case, bring it on. I adore you, you know.
I adore you too.
Thank the gods for that. I guess we better get the day on. So much to do, so much to see. Together. Hey!
Karlach is so cute. Anyways, let's continue towards the Driders. I'm gonna leave the camp here, buff up, and get ready to rumble. Let's see, Long Strider, right? Yep. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna buff everybody up. Yes, speak with animals on my own character. And Gale's gonna cast his mage armor, as always. And recover a spell slot as well.
Have a lot on my mind, and
We
well,
are ready now. Let's go.
how much farther can I go?
And I think with the Drider, we're gonna try to convince him to give up the Moonletter. Gonna try to convince him to give up his Moon Lantern and then ambush him afterwards. Because on Tactician, I had certain fights happen in that particular, encounter where the Drider just dashes and like takes off
There
at
was a
high
struggle
rate of
here.
speed. And that looks like the tieflings that got ambushed. And I am encumbered now. Well, that's fine. That's more gear to sell. So, gonna give these to Karlach as always. There we go. Karlach, take these items. And take this one as well for good measure. And we've got this shifting corpus ring that I think I'm gonna use instead of the ring of mind shielding. Just to get us that invisibility spell.
Shouldn't have wished to live in
Just
more
in
interesting
case. If we ever get into a situation where my character is alive and needs to escape, I can cast invisibility. Yeah, Karlach, just grab some more items from me. And I'm gonna put some of these grease bottles in my inventory. And you'll see why in a second. Alright, where are we? Yeah, on the right track. Let's go. Kinda get disoriented occasionally.
Open up.
Lost backpack. True Soul Corliss. Who is right there. Let's see. I think it actually dropped somewhere else. Alright, latest. Read it. Day 4, scouting mission dispatched by Catherick Thorm to Shadowlands. Objective, locate nest of absolute non-believers. Oh, okay. Reached outskirts of village. Disturbing sounds echo through the shadows. Must evade pursuit. Preparing to create light barrier for protection against lurking monsters and deadly darkness. May the Absolute guide me. Well, I guess the Absolute didn't protect you well enough, guy.
Might be useful.
Black oleander. Yeah, I think I also need to brew up some lotions and potions. Ah, what am I doing? Come on. And what kind of elixirs can we make? Yeah, I don't think we need to make any of these. Alright, that's fine. Grenades. Fungal bamboozler. Yeah, let's make one of these. Just because. I don't think we're gonna be using it, but it's pretty useful. Yeah, who's trying to ambush me there? Measle. Humanoid. Well, let's ambush the ambushers. Toggle group hide. My character is gonna separate from these peoples.
Path lies before me.
Step away. So now we're in the shadows. And cast minor illusion right over there. And I guess they're not taking the bait. Well, that's fine. Gonna move around slightly for better vantage point and fire on this guy. Fire? No, gonna use Dissonant Whispers on it. There we go. Frightened it. Oh, and it was a surprise round. Didn't see me. Alright, everybody, get around. Let's just kill them.
Softer than a whisper.
I don't think they're really that bad
To press ahead.
of an enemy. Shadow Teleport. Uses Garrote. Restrain. They rolled a 23. Pretty high dice roll, so we're gonna use a luck point to reroll.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Karlach. Go ahead, throw your pike at this
Got it.
measle. Unfortunately, kinda late in the initiative order.
Stand tall.
Gale, fire off your level 1 magic missile. That should be fine. Join the battle. Now my
won't be
character is gonna try and pommel strike first. Critical miss. Not gonna react here. And I don't understand. Alright. I think that's the returning pike that didn't return to Karlach for some reason, which is fine. Enter. And these guys are teleporting around and trying to hit Shadowheart now. That guy dashes in. Now,
I don't fancy their chances.
Shadowheart, go ahead.
finish
Cast
this.
your Spirit Guardians. The Radiant kind. Did I grab the right one? Yeah. That's gonna damage these two guys. And now Karlach's gonna Frenzy. Tank the attacks of opportunity for Shadowheart. And then grab her returning pike. Alright, grab it! Gotten hit a couple of times, but that's fine. And now hopefully she can finish off this measle that's restraining my character. Not really enough damage to finish it off, but gotten a nice little chunk taken out of its health. Gale's gonna end his turn, and Shadowheart's gonna run up and tag some more enemies with the Spirit Guardians. What else do I want you to do? I think just move around, just so the other enemies are in the area of effect of the Spirit Guardians. Alright, end turn. My character still can't move, so gonna use Lacerate with our sword. Man, I don't even remember the last time I used my sword, like in combat. Alright, missed there. Enter. One of the enemies is moving out of the Shadowheart's Spirit Guardians, and she was able to use her attack of opportunity. Go ahead, Gale. Smack it. And the Spirit Guardians continuing to do some damage.
What's this?
Alright, Karlach. Finish off this dude that's holding me. And then prone this guy if you can. But you can't. Critical missed. Alright. Prone this guy. Actually killed it. Good job. Now Gale's just gonna use his level 2 magic missile against this guy. The one with the lowest health. Oh, there was another one, huh? Where's this guy? Oh, he's down. Well, that's fine as well. End turn. Shadowheart's gonna tag these enemies with her Spirit Guardians. Ah. Man, that didn't feel good at all. Now, fire on the prone enemy. And use a healing word on my character as well.
Take two.
And turn. Now, my character is just gonna fire arrow of ice centered on this guy. Hopefully prone a whole bunch of them as well. But we're not gonna use Luck of the Far Realm. I think I'll just use it against the Driders. And now fire on that guy as well. There we go. And turn. The measles are attacking. This one is using Garrote on Gale. Yeah, let's use cutting words to try and help him out. Avoid it. And we need to roll a 2. And Gale's not gonna use his shield spell.
To a sow's fart.
Alright. Doing pretty well. Yeah, the enemies are definitely not as easy as I thought they would be. But still, not too bad. Alright, finish off this guy. First. Then try to prone the full health one, or the enemy with the most health, to your frenzied throw, which worked out pretty well. And now hit this last one. Good deal. And Shadowheart's just gonna jump on the far side of this measle to apply the Spirit Guardians and hopefully not fall down on the ice, because that would cancel out the Spirit Guardians. Gale.
Destroyer.
There you are. Level 1 magic missile. Doing some pretty great damage. And turn. And then turn. And then turn. And now my character should be able to finish it off with just his bow. And there goes Gale, falling on the ice again.
What today?
Here we're gonna do a short rest.
That one later. Can't slow down.
Alright, do these guys got any good gear? Possibly. Not really. Got some gold though. I'll take it. And it's kind of cool that they do have the rope that they use for that Garrote action. You know, it's tiny details like that That makes you appreciate all the time and effort that went into making this game. Alright, and how do we get up here? Too high to jump. Alright, we'll just use one of the Misty Steps. Why the heck not?
With a fleck of the wrist?
I think you can actually get up to the roof and then jump down, but we'll just use the tools that we got. There we go. Opened it up, and it's got luminous gloves. Alright, an Idol of Seluna.
Lunar idol, really? Are you with me?
Alright, so let's read this note. It says, Moon Maiden, protect those of us who would not turn from you. No matter the consequence in this short life, keep these artifacts of our devotion until such a time as we may openly infuse our spirits with your white light once more. Grant cunning to my brother, Halfred, in his effort to conceal the rest of your relics. Let the last light not be a portent. Let your moon glow continue forever and fill our hearts. And that's actually starts a side quest, investigate selenite resistance. But we're gonna give these gloves to Shadowheart. And she's gonna equip them instead of these Hellrider's Pride. And what this does better is it stacks with the luminous armor. So when Shadowheart casts like Sunbeam, it stacks 8 or 9 orbs. And when she does her Spirit Guardians, it's gonna be like 4 orbs, which is huge.
On my way.
Anywho, let's continue on. Where is this ambush site I keep hearing about? Here it is. And let's see. Yeah. Get up here. My camera got stuck there. And we are gonna be fighting in this area. So once again, I'm gonna prepare it a little bit to make it easier. Or make it much harder for the enemies. Take your pick. Alright. Come on up here. Keep throwing this grease down here. And pretty much what happens is once we start the conversation, I believe the enemies are all gonna be like right in this area. I think so anyways. It's been a while since I played that fight. Alright, that should be enough. I think we're ready. Let's talk to the Harpers. Harper guy, where are you at? Oh, I guess I'll talk to this guy. Alright, let's do it.
We bring more to your church every day, my queen. Your followers are legion.
Go. We'll wait for your signal.
Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, we're boss. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
I'm gonna clear my throat and make ourselves known.
What's this?
The Drider's eyes cut through the darkness, locking on you as your parasite squirms with excitement. Your minds connect, and you hear a voice whispering to you. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the darkness.
One of your true souls, my queen. How have they survived?
You know what they say. A ballad a day keeps the darkness away.
To make the darkness quiver with mere song. You must have blessed them, my queen. But if so, where is their lantern?
Gonna use our Bard Deception action here. Our wondrous queen dropped me a message. She said you need to give me the lantern. It's very important. And gonna get some help from Shadowheart. Alright, let's see how it goes. Very easy success. Got 31 on the roll. That's why I love playing a bard.
Majesty, is this true? Did I not serve you well? Very well. If it is your will, you can have it!
So, how does this work exactly?
They don't know. Our queen told them nothing.
The lamp's light keeps the shadows at bay. Stops them from getting close enough to grab us.
Silence! The Absolutes favored are speaking. She has blessed the lantern's light. It is the Absolute who protects us from the shadows.
Protect us from what? What are the shadows exactly?
Simply shadows. Cursed, hungry shadows trying to grab the living. And they are getting stronger. But do not worry. There is still power in the lantern. Our queen will protect you, as she protected me.
It's time to go, Lantern Bearer. The sooner we clear the dark, the better.
Signal the Harpers to attack, so we'll just attack them. Grab the sword from the Drider.
Blasphemous in the dark!
So there we go. And I was somewhat correct. There is a whole bunch of grease here. So here, Shadowheart, gonna cast haste on her. And then just back up. Actually go up on to the roof. Or right here. So he can rain some magic missiles from the top. And turn. Spindleweb Sanctuary. Protect itself from attacks. It's a level 4 spell. Alright, let's counter spell it. And now it's moving in closer. Which works well for us because Shadowheart will be able to blast a whole bunch of these enemies with the sunbeam. Right? Yeah, that's good. And now she's gonna do what? Summon a spiritual weapon right here in the midst of those enemies, and then turn.
Is ever easy.
My character is gonna cast Hunger of Hadar. Hanger. I'm hangry. Hunger of Hadar right in the middle of this group. And then move back over here and fire on Karnas. Alright, doing pretty well. And turn.
No god can protect you.
The Harpers are repositioning. Doing some pretty decent damage. Cast Arrow of Roaring Thunder on Betty. Where is Betty? Oh, on his own guy. Alright. Yeah, you can hit him. Oh, he used it to try and
shadow, no death.
knock his buddy out of the Hunger of Hadar, and he went right back in. He or she, I'm not quite sure. Karlach's gonna frenzy here. And then get slightly better positioning and throw her pike at Karnas. There we go. Oh, almost forgot. What's your legendary action, bro? When an enemy kills a Spindleweb fanatic, Karnas will immediately retaliate against the attacker. Alright, that's fine. But I think we should be able to counterspell his legendary actions. We'll see how it goes. Alright, Karlach, continue throwing. And turn.
I'll cut you in her name. For the absolute!
Alright, one of the goblins jumped out. And the Harpers doing some damage.
The absolute wills it so.
Cloud of daggers. Let's counterspell that. None of that, please. We don't want any. Got some more Harpers moving in. Did a critical hit on Karnas. Alright. Haha, man. There goes my grease. Totally. Exactly what I planned, right? Absolutely. Alright. Go ahead and lacerate this Cansiv guy. Hits and bleeds him, and then turn. Now, Gale. Move on up here, brother. And fire off your level 3 magic missile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will go into this Cansiv, who's a caster. And then 1 will go into the Sharp Eye Laura, who is a ranged character. So here we go. Fanatic Retaliation, level 3. Use your counterspell. Pretty darn good. Alright, Karnas is casting that Sanctuary spell again, so Gale's gonna counterspell again. The Harper is able to take an attack of opportunity, and I think pretty much everybody should be able to do that. Alright. Karlach is gonna cast Spirit Guardians. Tag Karnas.
On the move.
Tag this enemy, who is a barbarian, I believe. And then use your guiding bolts. Nope. Too low of a chance. Maybe commands. Halt. Let's try it. Nope, it's saved. Well, it's alright. And turn.
So much for peace.
My character. 125 health. Yes, let's use the concentration blast on it as our bonus action first. Which is fine. Hunger of Hadar pretty much did its things where it kept all of the enemies away from the majority of the fight. And now we're gonna fire off our arrow of many targets, but let's get a little bit closer. Let's see if we can finish off the rest of these enemies. No, but hit 2 of them. That's something. And turn. The Harpers are firing on some of the goblins. Arrow of lightning. Yeah, we're gonna use cutting words. Need to roll 3 or better. Not gonna. Actually, yeah. Let's react here as well.
Necrotic appendage.
There we go. That's the beauty of the Bard. Can make enemies miss or your spells hit. Especially with the lore Bard. Karlach. Back up. Tank this attack of opportunity. That's fine. And now try to prone this Karnas guy. Actually hits and is successful in proning it. And now continue throwing. Very good. Alright. And turn. One of the goblins throwing some sort of grenade. But I think we still should be alright. Not too many of the Harpers are damaged either, so that's always good. This guy is a barbarian. Runs around and attacks one of the Harpers. Here, the spirit weapon or spiritual weapon is gonna attack one of the goblins. It misses. That's fine. And turn. How much health do you have, Karnas? Not much. Alright, Gale, fire off your level 2 magic missile. 3 will go into Karnas just to kill it for sure. Then the last 2 are gonna go into this Betty guy. There we go. Killed off Karnas. And turn. Shadowheart, go ahead and attack this Betty guy with your aura. And then click heals. Tag the goblins. And then I guess finish off this Sharp Die Laura with Radiant Orb or Guiding Bolts. Try it again. Yep. Works out really well.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Now Betty doesn't really have much health either. Alright, gonna use my offhand crossbow to kill it off. And hopefully finish off this warrior with my regular bow.
Excellent. Now all I need is that Take the easy path.
Alright, everybody. Come on.
For every beast we slay, shadows fall too.
God, why so glum? We hit the cult where it hurts.
A victory is a victory. Our heads are intact, and that's worth celebrating.
Yeah. So I think I'm actually gonna end the episode here. Just because I kind of ran over a little bit. And on the next episode, we're gonna grab the lantern, release the pixie that's there, and talk to the Harpers. Then continue on a merry way. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.